20th place today, the first out of the day, Yuki Tsunoda, when he was got a wheel stuck up inside by Daniel Ricciardo into the hairpin, I believe is the best word for that turn.
Yeah, I guess I guess we could call that a hairpin. He just kind of snuck himself right into somewhere he didn't belong.
He went for a gap that it did exist. It very quickly didn't.
Yeah.
And
Put a gap in the side part of the Alpha Tower.
That he did.
He sure did. Alonso, not looking too happy in the Alpine. Came out there.
He was upset that engine. He has had a lot of retirements this season due to reliability.
Their car is not the best for him.
It's not.
He drives too hard.
Well, Ocon's had almost as many, but not quite as many. Not quite as many.
Two different driving styles there.
Very much so, and they usually come to a head, so I bet he'll be excited not to have to race against his teammate.
I'm sure. Last of the running cars.
52 seconds away from the next car in front of him.
You guessed it. Latifi.
Nicola. Whew, let's see, that was 6 entire places behind the next Williams car. I'm starting to think it might not be the Williams this year.
Nah.
I'm starting to think it might not be.
Probably not.
We only have 2 more races to keep making fun of the greatest driver of all time. Nicholas Latifi. In 17th place, we got Kevin Magnussen driving the Haas. Not a very impressive race from him today.
There was only like one driver that really was that impressive of a race. That's
a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah.
Speaking of Haas, Mick Schumacher holding up Hamilton on the front straight there for a little bit. Definitely allowed Perez to knock down a gap from 1.8 to 1.4. Not insignificant. Let's see if he has a seat at Haas next year.
Pretty sure he said no.
It's not confirmed yet. It's not confirmed yet.
There's some pretty heavy words coming from their directors.
That's true.
Stroll.
The Aston Martin's not having as good of a week as they did last week. Not at all.
Did they really have a good week last week?
They did have a good week last week.
Stroll was a launching pad.
But Vettel led the race for a good couple.
And then finished out of the points, I believe. No, maybe not.
No, he finished 7th.
7th? Was it 7th? All right, good.
Yeah. It's 8th, sorry. Right behind Alonso.
Not a great weekend for the Aston Martin. They didn't really keep themselves up. Let's just go. Vettel in 14th as well. Just again, it was just not a solid weekend.
Not a solid weekend. They were not showing the same level of oomph and chutzpah that we've been seeing the past couple of weeks, specifically from Seb. But more from Aston Martin. They've been making a push towards the end of the season to try and get higher in the finishing points, but
some of these great veterans have really been struggling this season. It's tough to see. It sucks.
I believe you mean veterans.
Zhao, 13th.
Yeah.
Alfa Romeo. Being where they belong, I guess. Yeah.
If I remember, there was a pretty rough pass between Zhao and a McLaren pretty early on in the race.
Yeah, there was also that pretty big battle where Zhao was trying to pick up the scraps of, I think, an Alpine and a McLaren as well. He did it. Yeah, he was in close. He almost did the same thing to Tsunoda. Or he almost did the same thing to one of the McLarens. I guess he almost got Ricciardo back, maybe.
He almost got Ricciardo back like 20 laps before it happened. He knew.
He knew it was going to happen.
Breaking news, Zhao Guan Yu, predictor of the future. We have got Alexander Albon in 12th place. Again, 6 places ahead of the other Williams driver. I wonder how he's going to deal with his new teammate next year.
De Vries?
No, De Vries is in the AlphaTauri.
I don't remember anything. Who's in Williams?
Logan Sargent, if he does
well,
have the 6
we'll
points.
See. We'll see. What if he doesn't get the 6 points? It's really tough to tell.
That's true. Maybe Russell will be pushed right back down to Williams.
It'd be tough.
Let's move right past that one. Pierre Gasly in 11th. Quite a lot of complaining from him in qualifying, if I remember properly. And just not showing up for the points this week.
The whole race was a tire war amongst the fastest cars. And, everyone, I think, finished in the spots that, they were kind of projected to finish. There's a few that we will get to about.
The back half was even less of a tire war than the front half. The back half was just the same back runners that we keep seeing in the back.
Yeah, I mean, they're the only ones really battling if you think about it.
That's true. The most exciting battle of the race was the race with the Williams, and we saw for the first 10 laps.
Yeah, or the one against Seb. I forget who it was.
It was Seb and the Williams.
Was it Seb and the Williams? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Seb and Albon.
Seb and Albon. Speaking of Seb and Albon, Valtteri Bottas taking up the first points position. Spaghetti Bosa, he was having some tight racing with people.
Yeah, I mean, he kept himself in
racing,
it.
Yeah.
He got close with Zhao. I believe he almost not Zhao. Who did he almost touch to in the back?
He into the microphone.
He almost hit someone in the back. I don't remember
that was
who.
real close, too.
Might have been McLaren, actually. Might have been Norris.
It was Norris on Bottas.
There you
They
go.
were
It was, yeah.
right up on that
A
radiator.
lot of good battles in turn, I think it was 3 and turn 6.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense because you come out of that long straightaway into turn 2 and then turn 3. If you don't get a good exit out of 2, it's over for you.
It was, yeah. I mean, it was tight. Those were some tight turns, some tight battles. Not much, really. All the overtaking really seemed to happen on the straightaways.
A lot of overtaking on the straightaways.
Yeah,
a lot of overtaking on the straightaways. As usual.
Norris, McLaren's points. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Norris just kind of sat back and did his thing. He kind of sat back and let the race come to him.
He's been doing it all season, too.
And, I'm less certain that that's the car and more of Norris's style. He tends to sit back and just kind of deal with the things coming at him until he's in a high-stress situation,
And then it's
the
up to
rain
you
starts
to
falling,
shut up.
and it's up to you to shut up.
Esteban Ocon finishing 8th. Decent race. I mean, again, it was the tight battles between him and Alonso
teammate
before
Alonso.
Alonso blew up, and the McLarens. And they just, I mean, the whole race, those 4, really.
The battle for best of the rest might be the best constructors battle we've seen this season.
For sure. Absolutely.
It
Yeah,
would have been Ferrari, but we know
they kind of did that stuff to themselves.
And it wasn't kind of. They did that to themselves.
Yeah.
But 4th place in the constructors is going to be an interesting one to see. It is
2 more races.
Yeah, 2 more races. 2 more. The exciting news of the day, Daniel Ricciardo making one heck of a recovery throughout the race. After knocking Yuki Tsunoda out in the hairpin, he just kind of stepped it in gear and proved why he doesn't have an F1 seat.
Got a 10-second grid penalty and then took that 10-second penalty away by passing 5 cars and getting some free space to finish in 7th.
10 seconds ahead of Esteban Ocon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good on you, Ricardo. I mean, you definitely sacrificed a dude's race for your benefit, but congratulations, you don't have a seat still.
Well, see, it's all those years racing with Max that he's learned how to do it.
Yeah, I mean, he took Max out once, too.
That did happen. 6th place.
Damn. We almost did it. We were close. 5 more minutes, maybe.
We need 3 more minutes.
Yeah.